Well, I had my first night here, a lot of sleep, boy I needed it. And here's the view I get in the morning. I don't know if you can see this too well, there's a lot of glare. But yeah, that's pretty amazing, looking over there. It's not a bad view. Got no complaints at all there. I've got a big balcony here. So much nicer than being in the centre of Saigon. And the air's really clear, so it's all up, very happy. So this is Tabeak View. Yeah, this was called Tabeak View in an island off Phuket Island. So it's very quiet apart. I think there was a gecko or something outside. Just some sort of a lizard last night made a hell of a racket just for a very short time. I don't know if they're out there on the wall or whatever. I'm not sure. But anyway, I want to get myself a coffee, so I'll just lock up and just lock up the door and head off to the restaurant, which is just up the road here. Okay, now just got to navigate down these rather steep stairs. A bit dodgy at night because there isn't actually a light. There's a light there, but there isn't one elsewhere. But I couldn't work out how to turn it on last night. So. But yeah, you've got to go down these stairs, so it's got to be, for me, I've got to be careful anyway, because the whole it's a pretty steep incline. It's about the only downside, but yeah, it's pretty buggered when I turned up yesterday, so I couldn't really enjoy any of it. But today I'm feeling more refreshed. I had a cold shower, and that was okay actually. And so I've got to go up halfway. It's a bit rough and ready. This is towards the restaurant. There's the view back there. Wow, that's an amazing view. And finally up here to the restaurant. Morning. Going to get plenty of exercise up here. Hi. Right, this is my morning view from Tabeak View Point cabins, and I've got my own balcony, and as you can see there's a motorboat heading across the water there. It's an amazing vista, and I've just had my first breakfast here, which was pad see ew with chicken, which is a traditional Thai dish. Cost me 80 baht. Now I would normally pay, the lower end would be 40, so in the island you expect to pay more. The food was fine, by the way, and the portion was reasonable, but food and drink here does cost more. There were a few people there too. I thought I might have been the only guest with the guy I turned up with, who happened to be in the song tower with me. He's taken the cabin just opposite myself, but no, there were a number of people actually there, and for breakfast there would have been about half a dozen of us, and there was a couple just heading off until Ayong. They were going to go to the beach at Ayong Nang, which is where I'm going next, so they're following the same itinerary, and they said they spoke to other people who are also following the same itinerary as us. So it's sort of like an alternate itinerary, I guess, to the usual one of just lobbing in Patang, although this was a couple, and the guy was actually going to spend a couple of nights in Patang after presumably his girlfriend left. So yeah, so this is basically it. I had my first cold shower for this morning, and I survived that okay. I had 3 cups of complimentary coffee. The coffee's quite bitter, traditional Thai coffee. If I got a can of condensed milk, might make it a little less acidic, but that's okay. I still had the 3 cups, only small cups, and that was a freebie at least. So, and the person who runs this place, he's married. He's obviously that was his wife cooking today, and there were a few breakfasts going out, and the people were very quiet. I was the only person really chatting. The owner's okay. He's quite chatty, but the guests were all very quiet. When I turned up, no one was talking to anybody. So yeah, it's just maybe that's the nature of the guests that come to this place. I don't think my friend Johan would be too impressed. He likes a bit of action. So, but it is a lovely location, as you can see. And this is a pretty typical morning view. So doing it tough. It's nothing flash about the accommodation, although it's large. It has a balcony, which is really nice, which I didn't have that in Saigon. Just 12 to 24 hours of clean air has made the difference to my breathing. I'm feeling so much better now. I just that constant pollution in Saigon is playing havoc with my respiratory system. So it just shows you how important it is to have a clean environment. And I feel sorry for the young Saigoneers, if that's what you call them, having to put up with that each day, because I think it's going to lead to long-term health issues for people there. So if you're an ear, nose and throat specialist, you might want to think about moving to Saigon. I think it's going to have plenty of patients in the future, unfortunately. Anyway, that's the view. The couple I spoke to, they said they went on a 6-island tour, so that sounds pretty amazing. And they also, and the guy actually said, the young guy, probably in his early 20s, he said that he heard there's about 4,000 residents on the island here. And I also found out there is no Grab here, and there's no moto taxis, which is really annoying because I want to get on the back of a bike, and basically you have to arrange that on an ad hoc basis. So I'll have to go down the beach and see if I find a place where someone knows someone who's prepared to maybe take me for a tour on the back of a motorbike, because it's got to be a cheaper option than getting a Songtao. So I'll just see what I can find out and do. I don't know if I'll bother doing an island tour from here. I think it's much smarter to do that from the beach, because it's more accessible, and the prices here are pretty high. I think I saw the price for an island tour listed here was over 2,000. That's really steep. Most of the tours are actually less than 1,000 from Aonang Beach. So yeah, so you've got to look around. You've got to make sure you get the right deal. But very, relatively quiet here. Had a really good night's sleep. I reckon I must have slept over 10 hours in total. It felt really hot in the evening, but I've got the only cooling here is a fan. There's no aircon, but that's fine by me. And I felt really hot when I first got here, really hot and sweaty when I turned up at about 5 o'clock. But as the night progressed, it got cooler and cooler, and I didn't even have the fan on at night, so it's quite pleasant here. No mosquitoes whatsoever. Didn't have any mosquito bites. That apparently can be an issue because there actually is a mosquito net behind me. But basically, it's been. That was my toughest day getting here, because I had no sleep and had hassles getting the Grab taxi. But apart from that, everything's gone smoothly. Once we got on the boat, it was a speedboat. Things worked out well. We got across pretty smoothly, and the transition to the Songtao wasn't a problem because they were waiting for us. So yeah, it's worked out well. And now just basically I can take it easy. I've got another 6 nights, no rush. That couple are only here for 2 nights. They're probably more typical than me. I'm probably more a long-termer. Oh, I had to pay up front last night. It felt I just woken up and, from my emergency nap, which I really needed. So I probably hit the hay about 5:30, and I didn't wake up until about 8. But I really needed that little bit of sleep to just get me orientated again. And I went up to the restaurant. And then I had to do the sign-in thing, and he wanted the money up front, which was actually okay because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pay for the accommodation up front, because at least that way I know that it's all paid, and if anything, if they get robbed or whatever, at least you paid your accommodation. It's one less hassle. You've got to pay it anyway at some stage. So I was happy to get rid of the cash. I prefer to do it that way. And so he gave me receipts. Everything's above board. I think he's fine. It's just that
on an island you've got to be careful with your money because you can spend so quickly. It's you know, the price of everything can be double what you pay on the mainland. It's just the downside of being in paradise, I guess. So, but I've got to say, beautiful place. There's not going to be much of a tour of this place because there's only one room really, and they've got it with an ensuite bathroom, very basic. Just got the toilet and the shower, but that's all the basics are here. And I've got 2 lights in the place and a fan. It's not much to it, but you know, it's a nice contrast to being in the centre of a huge Southeast Asian city like Saigon. It's good to do, and I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. Apart from there's some sort of bird that resembles a blackbird with a longer tail that makes that real sort of jungle bird sound. I thought it might have been a lizard, but it's not. It was actually a bird, and it happened, and it did it twice, and the other people heard it too last night. So there you go. That is my first night on the island. Hopefully I'll discover some interesting places. I was told about some other places, and I'll do a Google search and orientate myself and go for a walk down the road and have a look around, see what's here. So probably my next thing I should do is check Google out and just see what places are nearby, because I've got GPS and everything because I've got the SIM card. So at least I'll have all the information I need when I wander around the place. So there we go. So welcome to Phuket Island life. Let's see if I can check out down the beach, down this road. Only trouble with that is I've got to then come back up the road. So oh well, a bit of exercise won't hurt me. Just got to be careful with these steps because with my eyesight I find it pretty difficult to navigate. So I wouldn't want to do it at night, that's for sure. Oh, it's not quite as steep as I thought, that's alright. Good exercise, but not too bad. There's a sign there for the... Okay. Right, so there we go. So we'll head down to here. And there's it's a bit of cloud cover too, so got to be careful, don't get too much sun as well. It's around midday, so I'll just go down there. Won't make it a long walk, but at least it's a chance to check out the area. This is why it'd be nice to get on a motorbike and get around. So I can also go that direction there, so we've got that 2 entrances there. So there's a whole lot of push bikes there. I suppose they're for hire, and they're probably all for hire, all those bikes. So, yeah, no real shade unfortunately. But it's not a huge road, so a bit of a walk. I brought some water with me because I could easily get dehydrated. It's probably around 30 degrees. There's another road up there. Okay. Now we're heading down towards the that resort. So it's quite a nice view down here. Yeah. So here's the beach. Actually, my host said something about swimming today around 10 o'clock. I don't know what he was talking about. This appears to be going right where the actual resort is, so this is where we came, I think, unless we came from the other road that was further up, I'm not sure, but here's the beach area anyway. Nice breeze. Song Tower. Fairly regular. Maybe that's where they go normally, the song, because it might be the end of their
that'd be nice. With the resort, presumably. Traffic jam. Oh, this is okay. There's not much of a beach just here. Oh, that's a tour thing, of course. Big surprise. So, actually, I want to probably go the other direction. There's not much down here, I don't think. So I'll just go up here and have a look. What's here? Little beach there. That might be a private beach of the resort, I don't know. Well, it looks like you can't, I don't know if you can walk there. Well, I'm going to anyway. I guess that's, I don't know, it didn't say it's a private beach. Looks like it's done for the resort though. Yeah. And there's the top of it. It's how the 5,000 to 10,000 baht a night people live up there. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be for the resort. Hi. There's some people down there, but it's a pretty crappy looking, the water's actually pretty crappy looking there, so. All the rocks and whatever. Here's a decent beach just here. This is the place to go. Just a damn shame that there's no, there's a cafe there. Well, that's, at least there's, oh, I'll take a shot here. What the hell? It's quite a bit lower down there where the actual beach is. But yeah, no one here. You know, just at least I'm in the shade, that's the main thing. And it's quite nice. Yeah, look, I'm not as far away from the road here that I thought I was. I thought it was a really long road. I mean, I got caught that way in Phuket before, off the main island. But well, I don't know if Phuket is technically an island, might be more a peninsula. But anyway, that's the area here. So we've got some sign here. What's this saying? Wear your life jacket. Huh. Okay, interesting. Wear your life jacket. That's an interesting one. Must have bad tides or something. Looks nice. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.